Hello everybody, my name is Cody Bray, bringing us yet another video, and in today's video, yes, I am doing another Dende. No, the whole series is not going to be Dende this week, it is based on the Namekians, but as I said in yesterday's video, Dende is a very underrepresented represented thing in this whole entire series. Or in Dokkan, I should say, not in the series. He only has the support item, and I thought, it would be interesting to have more Dendes, like I said in yesterday's video. So today, I'm going to be doing the Dende when he becomes God, and while he's a bit more of an adult, quote-unquote an adult, in the Majin Buu saga. Which does mean that his categories will be different, which means that you can run him on different things, but it also does mean that you could run him along with the other Dende, which means that it is 2 new units to the Namekian category thing, rather than just a bunch of Piccolos, some Demon King Piccolos, slugs, and then the nail, rather than the whole Namekian thing being like, oh, here's 3 new Piccolos. It's going to be 2 brand new things you can use with 2 new Dendes, tomorrow's character, and then maybe it might not be the most unique thing, but I think it would actually really help the Namekians by having something like this. So, on the 4th one. So I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and make this. So this is a new God's Responsibilities Dende. He is Super Tech, making him Tech just because there is no Super Tech Namekian at the moment. Maybe you want to fill that with a bigger unit rather than just a Dende as a banner unit, or he could be some style of free-to-play, but what they do with cards, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Now, this card could be created soon because we are in the Majin Buu saga, which means that they could, if they wanted to actually add in a Dende as a playable card. Really, there's only 2 big sagas you could add him in at, Planet Namek and Majin Buu, and we didn't add him in that Namek, so let's add him in during Buu. So, this is a Majin Buu saga category, Ki +4, HP, attack, and defense +120. Maybe that's like a free-to-play easy A style of stat leader skill, so maybe he could be something like that, a new free-to-play easy A that they do later on. Maybe he is a banner card that they start doing Ki +4 on. His stats are 13,754 HP, 13,457 attack, and 9,869 defense. Kind of loosely based off of just a couple of random tech banner units. Nothing over the top. He's alright. Probably wouldn't run him on Majin Buu saga. You wouldn't overly run him on, because, Lynx, he probably would do pretty well with Lynx. They're kind of like a mixed bag of, he could be really good for Namekians. Should I make him really good for Realm of Gods? Because he is a Kami at this time, so I would assume that Kami, God, would be Realm of Gods. And Majin Buu saga, kind of like a mixed bag. He isn't his links are super good for Namekians. His links are super good for Realm of Gods. Links are super good for Majin Buu saga. I don't remember off the top of my head if he dies during the Majin Buu saga and is revived. I don't think so. So I won't say that he's on Resurrected Warrior. It also depends on when he is during the Majin Buu saga. Is he before Buu is awakened and they're doing all that stuff? Is he after Buu is awakened during Kid Buu or Super Buu when he's eating people and they find him and Hercule? Is he going to be after is Kid Buu? Multiple things that they could make for this character. But how they make him and what they do, if they ever make him, are all up for debate. His super attack would be this little thing right here. Obviously, we never actually get to see him do it, but I would assume that the majority of Namekians do have eye lasers, so I guess out of the attacks that he could do, why would he not be able to do eye lasers too? So that's Kami, but, it would be Dende. Instead of that picture of Kami, it would be Dende shooting lasers out of his eyes. Just an interesting thing, and that would cause an immense amount of damage to the enemy, and allies attack plus 40% for 2 turns. So he would be a huge support character. He wouldn't be like this, 120%, attack and defense, Ki +5, and all these huge amount of attacks and defense stuff to him, and only him, anything like that, because obviously Dende is not of the warrior clan, he's of the dragon clan for the Namekians. so he would be much more of a support. Yesterday was all about him healing. Today would be a bit more about him and what he could do supporting the team, which on his passive definitely shows. His passive would be attack and defense plus 90% at start of turn. Kind of like the average thing for units at this point is like 90%, 70%, and then like the Dokkan Fest would start getting like the 100 pluses type of things. So I think that's pretty good. And then he gives Ki plus 3 in attack and defense plus 30% to Majin Buu category allies. So he would really help with any Majin Buu category that he can be with. And then Ki plus 3 in attack and defense plus 30% to Realm of God category allies. So if you want to run him as a Realm of Gods, then you can give that support, which would only be Supreme Kai's. I think it's just, the few Supreme Kai type of characters that we have on the Majin Buu category would be able to get both of the buffs. But of course, if you're running him on Majin Buu Saga, you will probably want to be able to do, it's either he is for the Majin Buu or he is for the Realm of Gods. Not too much crossover there. And then reduce damage received by 10% for Namekian category allies. So, he could help fairly well on the Namekians just for giving that. If there's a Piccolo during the Majin Buu saga, then he would help there. If there's, he is the only Namekian Realm of God other than Kami's, and there isn't an over-the-top Kami at the moment. So that would be the other style of thing that you could have as a double. Kami would be the only triple other than this Dende. So just kind of like an interesting thing. And of course he would be getting all of his own support abilities. So he would be getting, Ki plus 6, attack and defense plus 60%, and he would be reducing damage by 10%. So he actually is a fairly good unit for what he could do. And then he foresees enemy super attack, when facing a Majin Buu Saga category enemy. Just kind of continuing like that style of, the godhood. They could always read minds and whatnot. And some of the Namekians can also do that. So I thought, you know what, let's have that continue in the series of things that they could do. I thought it'd be kind of interesting. And then his links would be Namekians, Master of Magic, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, The Innocence, Godly Power, and Supreme Power. So he has some things that are Namekian only, like Namekians. He has Master of Magic, Godly Power, things that you'd really only see on very small miscellaneous units, and then some Realm of God units. And then other things would be good for all categories that he's on, and then of course a lot of things, and then Supreme Power would be something really useful for the for Majin Buu, the Majin Buu saga, because that is something that a couple of them have. Maybe there is some other character, other things that you might want, maybe something other than that, maybe another key thing. Maybe you could actually have another attack or something for defense. It's all, up for debate. What do you want on it? What do you not want on it? What would a Dende have, of course? And then his categories, Namekians, obviously. Realm of Gods, obviously. And then Majin Buu Saga, obviously. Now, if he does die, which I don't believe he does, if he did and he comes back, then he would be on Resurrected Warrior, but I don't believe he does. Maybe if he created a new category, or if a new category was introduced, then you could always put him on it if he does fit for that category. If not, then he really only have the 3 categories, which each of those he does buff and really give his support to. So overall, I do think that he'd actually be a pretty good unit for the categories that he could be on. Obviously, he wouldn't be the number one ran thing for them, but he could, if you don't want to always be Realm of Gods should only be, blues and Zamasu or something, or if you don't want just your Majin Buu to be Saiyans, maybe Buu units, then this guy would actually be pretty good, because of course he does help with them with his support, and he's also a Ki plus 4, and 4 Ki is always pretty nice, especially because not everyone has the exact same Ki links. Some people are over in a flash, some are prepared for battle, some are shocking speed, so it's not every single one is the best linking partner. So giving his key 3 to them all helps pretty good, and key 4 helps pretty good. But yeah, that does it for this video, and this character. If you guys did enjoy, and you like this character, or this series that I'm doing, then consider hitting the like button, and commenting down below what you liked, so I can keep doing it and improving upon it. If you guys didn't like the video, then go ahead and dislike, and tell me what you didn't like about the video. I don't take offense to a dislike, or, what you guys didn't like. I would like to improve as much as I can, so that you guys can like the video more than you dislike it. If you guys want to know when the next video is, the best way to know is by subscribing. But until next time, bye guys!